Well, the vice president is certainly welcome on this program anytime, any place. But I am curious, what are you looking for as we finish out the convention? Let's look beyond that between now and the debate and now in November.
I think the only question mark really is whether there will be a disorder on Thursday night, which is the next scheduled event for the protesters. Uh, I think that the big uncertainty going forward has to do with the Middle East and its effect on U.S. campuses. The more disorder there is, the worse it is for the incumbent party. I think the big question mark on the Republican side is whether Trump can discipline himself enough to focus on the issues which help him and hurt her. And and I think there's a question about whether the media will crawl out of bed. Uh, some of them appear to be sleeping, and the others appear to be in bed with the Democratic candidate. They're more partisan than they are journalists in many cases, and that was all exemplified by that cover of Time magazine, which looked, I mean, everything about Kamala Harris was there except a halo. I mean, it was really an embarrassment for a once great magazine.
Frank Luntz in the conversation yesterday did say that Harris really should be sending Trump flowers because Trump is essentially handing her this election. It is now Harris's to lose. Do you think that's true? I know all polling indicates it is still a very close race.
I think it is still a very close race. I actually think Trump has the advantage if he can pursue a disciplined campaign. That's not just because, in many ways, Harris is a weak candidate running on an unpopular past. It's really, in some ways, a base election, and that's what you're seeing, both sides trying to mobilize their base. The problem is that when each side mobilizes their own base, they alienate the other side's base. Uh, that was true I remember all the Republicans in 2020 saying, look, Trump has these huge rallies and Biden has, 6 people at a rally. How can he possibly win? And the answer is if it was an anti-Trump rally, it would be as big as the Trump rally. It's just that, and that's what you're seeing now. There's going to be, Trump has a lot of people who will vote for him. Plus, there are people who are going to vote against the Biden administration. The Harris has a lot of people who are going to vote against Trump. What's been striking about the convention is that they're trying to build up a constituency for Harris, but she's a cotton candy candidate. There's a lot of fluff there. And if you bite into it, it just all collapses down. There's no substance that she's been willing to reveal. Name an accomplishment. Name a policy other than this huge spending policy. What's she going to do about the border? And if the Trump campaign can't prosecute that case, they'll lose. But if they can, they'll win.
Well, Charles Lipson, per usual, I appreciate the conversation. There's certainly a lot more to look out for. And as the election marches onward, I hope you come back on and break it down more. Charles Lipson, thanks so much.
My pleasure, Brittany.